The Chosen Season 6 begins with a storm of emotions, and Episode 1 sets the stage for the darkest, most unforgettable night in history. This is not just another season premiere, it is the moment when everything we have followed for years collides with destiny. The trailer alone shakes us to the core, pulling us into the final hours of Jesus' life. A night filled with betrayal, fear, trials, and the looming shadow of the cross. Nothing about this episode is light or easy because it is not meant to be. It is a heartbreaking journey that makes us hold our breath knowing we are about to witness the end of Jesus' earthly ministry and yet the beginning of the greatest story ever told. From the very first moments, Season 6, Episode 1 draws us straight into the heart of darkness. The trailer wastes no time in reminding us what is at stake. Unlike earlier seasons that wove together multiple story lines of miracles, parables, and personal journeys, this season narrows its focus entirely. It places us in Jerusalem on the very night that will change human history forever. And this opening episode doesn't give us a chance to breathe because it plunges us immediately into the atmosphere of dread and inevitability. Everything feels heavy, as if the air itself carries the weight of what is about to happen. For years, Jesus has walked with his disciples, healed the sick, fed the hungry, raised the dead, and offered words of eternal life. But now the hour has come. The betrayal is set. The trap is already closing. The trailer teases the moment when Jesus is taken from the Garden of Gethsemane, the sacred place where he had prayed in anguish, sweating drops of blood as he surrendered to his Father's will. That haunting prayer, "Not my will, but yours be done," echoes across the night, and it is the beginning of the end. In this episode, we watch the consequences of that surrender unfold. Judas has done his part. The soldiers march into the garden with torches and weapons, ready to seize the man they claim is a threat to their power. The disciples, frightened and confused, try to resist, but they are quickly overpowered. And there, in that moment, Jesus chooses not to fight back. His silence is louder than any sword. He is not a victim caught off guard. He is the willing sacrifice, fully aware of what awaits him. That single decision to stand still and offer no resistance sets the tone for everything that follows. The trailer hints at the trial before Annas, the former high priest who questions Jesus with suspicion and bitterness. The darkness in the scene is not just physical, it is spiritual. Annas seeks to corner Jesus with accusations, demanding explanations, searching for a reason to condemn him. Yet Jesus answers calmly, reminding them that he has spoken openly in synagogues and in the temple, teaching nothing in secret. This response only enrages the guards, and one of them strikes him across the face. That moment, raw, violent, and unjust, captures the tragedy of this night. Son of God, who healed the broken and lifted the weary, is now treated like criminal. This is the shocking turn. The first episode delivers. The one who came to save is beaten and insulted by those he came to save. The trailer doesn't stop there. We also see glimpses of Peter following from a distance, torn between loyalty and fear. His eyes full of desperation reveal the inner war within him. He wants to stand by Jesus, but the danger is overwhelming. For the first time, we sense how fragile even the closest disciples are in this moment of trial. The man who once declared, "I will never deny you," is about to face the hardest test of his faith. And it is not the soldiers or the priests who break him. It is the crushing fear of being recognized, of being exposed. The episode carefully builds this tension, foreshadowing Peter's denial without showing it all at once. It leaves us anxious, knowing what is coming, but dreading the moment it arrives. What makes this episode so different from anything before is the atmosphere. The entire story unfolds under the cover of night with shadows and whispers filling every corner. The darkness is more than a backdrop. It is a character in itself. It mirrors the spiritual battle that is raging unseen. The weight of sin pressing down on Jesus as he walks this path alone. The disciples stumble in confusion. Leaders plot in arrogance. And the crowds wait unknowingly for the spectacle to come. And in the middle of it all, Jesus stands silent, resolute, and unwavering. This silence is not weakness. It is strength beyond comprehension. Because in that silence, he carries the destiny of humanity. The trailer makes it clear. Episode 1 is not just a setup. It is the beginning of the storm. Every word, every glance, every moment carries meaning. From Gethsemane to the high priest's courtyard, from betrayal to false accusations, from violence to silence, the episode sets the foundation for the darkest night before the cross. And even as we watch it unfold, we feel the weight of what is coming next. We know that the trial before Pilate, mocking, the scourging, and the cross are just ahead. But right now in episode 1, we are forced to sit in the darkness, to feel the tension, to experience the heartbreak of watching the Son of God willingly step into suffering. As episode 1 moves deeper into the night, the focus shifts to the chaos within the Sanhedrin. And here, the suspense reaches new levels. The trailer reveals a room crowded with angry faces, men who should be guardians of the law, but who are instead consumed by jealousy and fear. They are desperate not for truth, but for a reason to condemn. Witnesses are brought in, but their stories do not match. Their testimonies clash, turning the trial into a spectacle of confusion and dishonesty. The tension is unbearable as the council members grow restless, their frustration boiling over. All they want is a verdict. All they seek is a charge that can seal Jesus' fate. It is in this moment that the high priest Caiaphas steps forward, his authority filling the room, his voice rising above the noise. He asks the question that cuts through the lies and contradictions. Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One? This is the question that the entire season has been building toward, the question that carries eternal weight. And in the silence that follows, it feels as though time itself stops. Then comes the answer, calm and shaken but earth-shattering. You have said so. And from now on, you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of power and coming with the clouds of heaven. Those words spoken with absolute authority change everything. The Sanhedrin erupts. Caiaphas tears his robes in a dramatic display of outrage, declaring that no more witnesses are needed. The charge is blasphemy. Verdict is decided, and the council unites in fury against the one who has never sinned. What makes this moment so gripping in the trailer is not just the anger of the priests, but the contrast with Jesus' composure. Surrounded by hatred, he does not flinch. Accused of blasphemy, he speaks the truth without hesitation. This is not a man caught off guard. This is the Son of God, fully aware that his answer will condemn him, yet refusing to deny who he is. The suspense lies not in whether he will escape. We know he will not, but in how far he is willing to go to stand in truth. And that unshakable strength shown in the face of certain death is what leaves us stunned. This episode doesn't just tell us what happened. It makes us feel the weight of every heartbeat, every word, every glance across the room. It places us in that chamber, forcing us to hear the shouts, to see the anger, and to feel the injustice pressing in. Meanwhile, outside in the courtyard, a different battle is being fought. Quieter, but no less intense. The trailer shows Peter huddled by the fire, shadows flickering across his face, trying to stay close enough to see what happens to Jesus, but far enough to stay unnoticed. The tension here is unbearable because we know what is coming. We know Peter's heart is torn between love and fear, loyalty and survival. A servant girl points him out. You were with him. His denial comes quick, sharp, almost desperate. The words tumble out before he can even think. Once, twice, 3 times.